Come on in. Get yourself in here. Get yourself right on in. You're going to want to get right on in.
I couldn't be more in.
You're so in right now. Speaking of that, everybody, welcome to the Corn Corner podcast. I'm Cam Wren, and you know, they got cream cheese, they got cream spinach. What could be next? Cream broccoli?
Probably. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. I'm Cam Damage, and I'm still living off the royalty checks from the educationconnection.com commercial. What role did I play in it?
We don't know.
Yep.
Wow. Well, listen, today we're going to talk about one of the biggest topics. And by that, I don't mean size.
No.
I'm talking about stature. You got to pull it together.
Societal. You're talking about societal impact.
Correct. And the stature that comes along with that kind of societal impact that a baked good could bring. Now, this is a baked good in the sense that a factory makes it, packages it up, and ships it out. Many different kinds. We're talking about foil-based.
This is interest
wrap
too long.
things. What are you talking about?
Talking about Pop-Tarts. There's like 2 minutes. You're like gonna go into the mass production process of Pop-Tarts and then how they're distributed to the public.
On this podcast, in our mailbox, we have been asked about Pop-Tart. Now, you didn't know what a Pop-Tart was.
No idea.
I had to tell you about it.
Yep. One of the rare instances that you knew something that I did not.
Yes, on this podcast.
Yeah.
When you heard the news, you couldn't have been more delighted, and in a very masculine way, you were delighted. You were in one of the most heterosexual ways. you were really delighted.
Can we you? Fuck. Yeah.
Wildberry was your end point.
No, that was not. No one goes for Wildberry first. That's an outrageous flavor to come in as an entry point to Pop-Tarts.
It is a hard one.
We all know the entry point is brown sugar cinnamon.
Actually.
Yes.
Is that real? People do that?
I don't know. I mean, there's no one's talking about it. It's not on the message board. I'll tell you that. No, but I think that is the first that people will go for.
My dad. We gotta pull it together.
Okay.
Fucking lose it.
I don't know if this is gonna get it out. We're so sleep deprived. I can't stop laughing.
My dad loved brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts.
I think that it's the best flavor.
I would agree with you.
As an adult, I'm coming back around to that.
And I used to think to myself, out of all the Pop-Tart flavors, why that one? Because there's so many on the rainbow that you could have.
Tears around your eyeballs right now
can't
from us
look at
cracking
you.
up.
I can't
Wipe
look at
your
you.
tears away. You're gonna get little runny makeup.
Oh my god, I can't even look at you.
Anyway, so
right.
I think that there's a million flavors of Pop-Tarts now, and I think it's just crazy. It's not sustainable because no one's trying to go to the Pop-Tart area of that whatever aisle that it's in, baked good cereal aisle. No one's going to get the birthday cake Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
And have you tried the birthday? You love birthday cake.
I honestly do love birthday cake, but this one's a little bit too bananas for me.
Yeah, couldn't do that. And you know what? There's a banana split flavored one, I bet, which is disgusting to me.
But honestly, to me though, I would do that. I think I would do banana split with the fudge in there.
No.
I honestly think I probably would. My thing is I think it needs to not be fruity. I don't like a fruity Pop-Tart.
Oh, see, I like the cherry one.
I don't think I even had the cherry one.
But so when you were a kid, what was your?
I had two that I liked.
Yeah.
Brown sugar cinnamon.
Yeah.
And I would have them because my dad would have them. Mm-hmm. And I like them, but cookie dough.
I've never had that before.
Yeah, I liked it.
I was s'mores.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one was a fucking banger.
It's still, that's what, if Brad ever gets a little Pop-Tart situation, he always gets a s'more one.
Do
Yeah.
you heat them up?
I microwave them.
Okay.
I don't do the toaster because I don't want them to be like crispy on the edges. I want it to still be soft, but soft and warm.
I remember that I like cookie dough as well, as you know.
Like outside of the Pop-Tart flavor, just in general.
Yeah, in general, it's one of my flavors. And it has huge cookie dough pieces in it.
The Pop-Tarts do?
Yeah, like in it, there's little
They can't
cookie
be
dough
that huge. The thing's, a 16th of an inch thick.
big for a Pop-Tart.
Okay.
I have so many questions here, but
You're leading this one, so lay it on me.
yeah. I want to talk about so many different things, but it's hard to figure out where to go because I don't want to get off topic. But I don't really care when people make a homemade Pop-Tart in a bakery.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want
You
that.
don't want that.
It's a Pop-Tarts.
Well, it's a hand pie at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I do like.
Yes.
But when people try to make like their version of Pop-Tart.
Yeah. Like let's call it, you know, what it is.
Well, and also make it a little thicker. Get some more filling in there.
They
Like,
do. That's what I don't know
Yeah.
what you've had, but that's my experience. There's this place called Iron Rooster in Baltimore, or in like Maryland in general, but like they had like Pop-Tarts,
Yeah.
but they were like goddamn like 6x4,
Yeah.
like and like 2 inches thick, and you're like, that's just a pie.
You liked it.
I did like them; they were good, but it was sickening.
You love a bakery treat.
I do love to have one.
I have bakery treats with you so often.
That's like one of my things.
I know.
Because I get one and I'll be like, split it. And I mean it when I say split it.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I never really get them for myself. It's not something I enjoy alone,
Yeah.
but
You can't be trusted.
no, I'll just eat the whole thing.
Anyway, ask some of your burning Pop-Tart questions.
Well, do you think there is ever a place for wild berry?
I think it's a kid's flavor.
Okay.
What even is wild berry?
Yeah.
I think it's a mix of several berries in the way that we have the blue raspberry. It doesn't exist in nature and thus is an abomination unto man. You know?
Blue raspberry. When you think about it like that, it is pretty weird that we have that, isn't it?
It's not a thing. It's a thing they made to be like a sour berry or whatever.
It is pretty crazy when you think about that. I don't like doing the tastes of the many different things.
What does that mean?
As in, like, you know, it's popular to get a bunch of the different items and you taste them.
yeah.
You rate them.
Yeah.
But I would like to Pop-Tart.
Oh, I would love to do a video where we try a bunch of different Pop-Tart flavors.
It's just we'd have to take out a second mortgage.
Yeah, to afford all of them because there's like 70 flavors.
They're just quite expensive.
Also, it would be so much sugar. Like we would only take a bite of each one.
But then
There's like all the food waste. Yeah, and like you can't donate an open box of Pop-Tarts to the food bank. Like
the other thing is like it's not an item I don't want Pop-Tarts in the house. Get them out. I don't need that.
and I genuinely don't know what we would do with like 10 open boxes of Pop-Tarts. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the grocery store. We're gonna open all the boxes of Pop-Tarts there and take one out, and then they have to deal with it. And we are stealing them, so
Good. I think it's fine from a big box store.
yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
Not your mom and pop.
No, like Target.
From a Target, who cares?
Yeah, I'll definitely do it.
Yeah. What is do you ever add something to the Pop-Tart, like a scoop of ice cream or something?
No. But was it you who talked about getting the ones without frosting on them and putting butter on them?
Nope.
I don't know who it was that did that.
I have an idea who it is. Can I say? Fucking Mike Panic?
No, I think it was Abel.
Oh, weird.
But like getting one that doesn't have the white frosting on top and putting butter on it. And that sounds kind of good to me.
He's vegan, though. I guess, like,
Maybe they make
vegan
vegan
butter.
Pop-Tarts. Both. Yes.
That
but
seems like a
whatever.
weird thing Mike would do.
Well, sure. But it does sound fun to me. Like you do it with a waffle. Why not? You know?
Okay. I didn't even know they made them unfrosted.
Yeah. They have like, I mean, Trader Joe's has their own versions, but they have like the unfrosted ones. And they're often like apple cinnamon or like whatever.
I kind of forgot about these things. You got into toaster strudels?
Oh, yeah.
Those things were,
I thought those were better than Pop-Tarts
yeah, me too.
because they just are.
And they come with that little,
Packet that looks like,
you know how the soda looks
You know.
like. Everyone knows. All right, you sitting there, audio only listeners. Cam's laughing to himself right now. He's
just
got
is.
got a real chip on his shoulder from this one. Really proud of himself.
You draw little things with it.
Did you?
Frosting? Yeah, I don't know. You try to draw like a little face on it, like because you make 2 at a time.
I didn't.
Well, that's okay. Well, you make 2 at a time, and you take the little frosting packet and you put it on top of the toaster, on like the side, so it starts to get warmed up too.
Okay.
And then you do one with the squiggle, like in the commercial, and then one you have a little fun with.
I understand.
That's how it works.
Did you eat a lot of frozen breakfast treats that had to be put in the toaster for breakfast as a kid?
No,
I did.
I did not. It wasn't allowed.
Waffles, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There were these ones that were blueberry. It was like blueberry toaster cake things.
Okay. Oh, but they weren't waffle. They were like a muffin top kind of.
Yes.
Like a pancake muffin top situation. Yeah.
My mom liked those a lot. We always had those.
Yeah. Your mom loved blueberry muffins.
She did.
That was a thing.
She actually did.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm not being sarcastic. It's for real.
Yeah, she did.
For once, I'm not making fun of your dead mother.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't appreciate it, but you're not making fun of her, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
she is looking down upon this podcast. I'll tell you that right now.
Literally.
She'd
hate it.
She probably wouldn't love it. But you know what? She did love novelty foods.
Yeah. We would have gotten along then.
We would have gotten along.
You know?
She used to always get fun holiday themed.
Freezer things?
Yeah, too. Which is
What was a holiday themed freezer thing?
like pumpkin waffles.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. Like the Christmas waffle.
What's a Christmas waffle? It's got a little tree on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Like, yeah, cute little things.
I like the ones that were like 4. Like it was like one
Oh,
of them
yeah.
was like 4 little circles, and it was often chocolate chip. So then you have like, it feels like more.
Damn, those were good.
Like I'm a person who likes to like, I don't fold pizza because it feels like it's less food.
Yeah.
Even if the amount is the same amount, it takes me longer to eat an unfolded slice of pizza.
Oh, I agree fully.
You know?
And you're not eating pizza, like when you fold the pizza, the way your mouth interacts with the fun parts is opposite.
The phrasing of that.
The way your mouth interacts, because your mouth's hitting
No,
bread
I,
on bread.
I understand. I know what you're saying. It was just such a fun way of putting it.
Yeah, because your mouth needs to interact with the cheese and the sauce and the thing.
Your mouth needs to interact with the fun parts.
Yeah.
Wicked Red.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the fold's kind of pointless.
So now, as an adult, when's the last time you had a Pop-Tart?
Well, I've told this Pop-Tart story to you a lot. This one time I like one of the only times I've been high on weed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please retell it.
I hadn't smoked weed. I had a friend that was a professional weed smoker.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to get you high. I was like, all right.
And you were what, in your like 20s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mid-20s.
Yeah.
And I was at his place. We were smoking. I got way high. I was high for like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was having a really bad time. And I was like, I need to eat something. And I went to the kitchen, or he went to the kitchen and brought out a box of Pop-Tarts.
Whole box.
Whole box.
Yeah.
I opened up all 4 of the packets of the
8 Pop-Tarts in front of you.
Yes.
8 of them.
And I took a bite out of some random ones, but I remember specifically.
Weren't they all the same flavor? You're just taking bites out of random 8 Pop-Tarts in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't eat any of it. I took like some bites.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking that it was going in my nose and out my mouth, and in my nose and out my mouth. The Pop-Tart.
Not the opposite? In your mouth and out your nose?
I guess that.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause you're
no,
actively-
no. I feel like it was going in my nose. Like I felt like something was like in my nose.
So that
'cause-
even though you're putting it in your mouth to eat it,
yeah, I don't
something
know.
in your brain was telling you you're shoving it up your nostrils.
I don't know. It was weird. I thought it was just like this cycle.
Yeah.
And yeah, I woke up in the morning on the couch and I looked and there was a Pop-Tart everywhere, and I was like, whatever. And I went home and I was still high. And the third day I was like normal high.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I've never smoked since.
But that was the last time you've had a Pop-Tart? Or is that...
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
No
I don't-
way.
Well, I don't even know, when do you interact with Pop-Tarts?
I don't know. Brad randomly gets them at the gas station or something. Yeah.
That's so crazy. I would never, ever, ever, ever do that.
He just grabbed... It's only... Not like a box, just the one...
Singles.
The little packet. Yeah.
I would never even want it.
I don't know.
I would get a Nutrageous.
Bet they're good.
over a Pop-Tart.
But it's like a different. It's a different, subsection of sweet
It is, but it's not. There's so many things I would rather more than it.
than a Pop-Tart.
Nutter butter.
That's you're still. It's a different. That's a cookie.
Well, what
We're
else
talking
is in Pop-Tart?
pastries.
Well, okay, then I would do. I don't know what they're, but in Louisiana they're called Hubic pies. New Orleans.
What?
They're these little fruit
No, just say the name again.
Hubic pies.
Cubic.
Yeah.
Terrible name.
Well, I didn't choose it.
Well, just talk to his mother.
And they're these little fruit pies.
Yeah, like covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, hand pies.
To me, that would be great. Or
Literally what a
moon
Pop-Tart is
pie.
going for.
A moon pie. even.
Yeah, moon pies are good.
A banana moon pie.
Ugh.
What are you talking about?
Banana flavor is disgusting.
And a moon pie, it's not. It's actually pretty good.
I've never tried it before.
I mean, get you to check it out. Do you think that? What do you think? Do you think there's a strawberry Pop-Tart?
There is.
Yeah, have you had it?
Yeah. I think that along with the brown cinnamon sugar, the strawberry is the other entry level Pop-Tart. That's like the other main one that people get.
What is the flagship Pop-Tart like on the commercials?
Like the first one they ever released?
Maybe.
I kind of assume it's strawberry, but I don't know. You're the historian here. Don't you think that Pop-Tarts, I feel like this falls in your like whole like interest thing because Pop-Tarts seem like they're an invention of like the freezer, refrigerator, toaster
Do you like
era.
the Americana world?
Is it not of that?
I have no idea.
Jesus.
But I think that we can speculate that it is. You can check out that phone. Everybody, Cam's going to grab his cellular phone.
You just regale them while I Pop-Tart history.
Yeah, I think honestly that the Pop-Tart probably came from in the
64.
Damn, I was gonna say 50s.
I know, me too. I thought so too, honestly. Mylar, previously foil. So it's actually Mylar, not foil. Wow.
Mylar, the wrapping.
Yeah, like Mylar balloons, It's probably cheaper. The first Pop-Tarts came in 4 flavors: strawberry, blueberry, brown sugar cinnamon, and apple currant, which was soon renamed Appleberry. Originally unfrosted, it was later determined that the frosting could withstand the toaster, and the first frosted Pop-Tarts were released in 1967, 3 years after Pop-Tarts came out. As of 2021, there are 20 standard Pop-Tart flavors.
What are they? I'm sorry.
This doesn't list them, but there's
20 standard though.
Yeah, well, I'll look at that further on. But they say including hot fudge sundae, s'mores, raspberry, and grape. Who's getting a grape Pop-Tart?
If you're getting a grape Pop-Tart,
that's fucked up.
You're on a list.
Yeah, like that's like
wild.
really crazy.
That's so strange to me.
Ew, like that sounds just. I want to try one of those, honestly, because that sounds just awful. To be honest,
I don't get grapes in general. You're eating a grape, you're sitting there. I think a lot of people do it for attention, if I'm being honest. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset to hear that kind of thing on this podcast. But I do think that a lot of people eat a grape for attention because it's never just one. They're always eating 5 or 6.
So if people are eating foods in more than just one, it's there for attention?
A lot of the times it is.
What about chips?
No, that's a lot for joy. But a grape, they come out they always have it out in a colander. You know what I mean?
Not really.
A lot of the times they do, and they'll have it in a fridge.
Okay, so Pop-Tart flavors. There's a lot on here, but right now this is what's on the website.
It's worth it to name them, I think, honestly.
Frosted banana bread. I'd try it.
I would eat that
I'd do
in a
it.
second.
Apple Jacks frosted apple cinnamon flavor Pop-Tarts.
Wait, that's a standard?
It's on the site.
That's a core flavor?
Yeah, it says all flavors, and that's a.
Oh, we're in all flavors.
But some of these are seasonal also.
I
so
wanted
I
wanted to know the 20.
Oh no, I don't. Hold
Okay,
on.
that's fine.
Yeah,
We don't
whatever.
have to.
I don't care. This is what's on the website. We're going with this. Frosted pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts. No,
Fine.
thank you. Not for me.
No, well, for the holidays, I think it is for you.
Frosted blueberry. Frosted brown sugar cinnamon.
I'm by it.
Frosted cherry, my favorite.
I'm by it.
Frosted chocolate chip.
Fine.
Frosted chocolate fudge.
Fine.
Frosted confetti fuck cake. Cupcake.
That
I'm not going to
sounds-
say frosted anymore. They're all frosted.
That sounds good.
Confetti cupcake. I'd try it. Cookies and cream.
Great.
Grape.
Bad news.
It's weird. Hot fudge sundae. Maple flavor, which I've always wanted to try, but I know it's going to be awful.
Yeah.
raspberry, s'more, strawberry, wildlicious wildberry. Then they got all the Pop-Tart bites,
Wow.
which are not actually that good.
I don't think that they should make those.
The Pop-Tart bites?
Yeah. No one needs it that quick.
Well, it's also like they're already a handheld convenient food.
Yeah.
So like why do we need to make it small and convenient? I don't know. It's for the novelty of it all, you know?
It's to get a new generation into Pop-Tart.
There's a snickerdoodle.
I bet that there is, and I bet it is also quite
I'm
good.
trying to find the 20 flavors for you, but
I wonder how it works when a company like Hershey's sends over some chocolate to the Pop-Tart people and says, hey, let's do a collab.
does that happen?
I think it probably does. I mean, Applejack's. So Applejack
There's nothing to do with Hershey.
Well, but
Ew,
forget about
strawberry
Hershey's.
milkshake. Blah.
Forget that I ever brought up Hershey's.
Okay. You're talking about any in the Kellogg pantheon.
What I'm saying is like there's a factory that makes Pop-Tart.
Mm-hmm.
There's a factory that makes Applejack. They're doing a collab.
It's the same factory, just so we're being clear.
Yeah, but it's got to be on a different floor. Can't be.
I'm sure it's a different facility entirely, but it's all under the Kellogg umbrella, I'm sure. And then that's under the Johnson & Johnson umbrella or some shit like that because the entire United States is owned by 3 corporations in a trench coat.
Yeah. And listen, I would never argue.
And this is why I hate capitalism. Sorry. Anyway.
I would never try to argue that with you because I know that you know more about food manufacturers than most. But what I'm trying to say is that
Frosted cinnamon roll. That sounds good.
that sounds great. How are they?
What are you trying to say?
How do they physically get the Apple Jacks
Boston cream donut.
into the Pop-Tart area?
The fuck? They carry them one by one.
But I mean, it's like are they like these Applejack are for the Pop-Tart gig?
I would assume so. The Pop-Tart gig. Yeah.
And
I would assume they're not they're not getting boxes of Apple Jacks shipped to the Pop-Tart plant.
And they're like open
them all
box.
up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
But I mean, if you think about it, maybe those cereal bites seem to be a little bit crispier. Maybe it needs to be a different recipe.
Some of these flavors sound awful. Peach cobbler. Who's like, oh, let me get a peach Pop-Tart. Like, ew.
Yeah. Or I wonder if they can use like the dust.
Also, there's not pieces of Fruit Loops inside the Pop-Tart. It's just the flavor.
That's even more of a question. How are they getting that flavor over?
It's all the same flavor.
No, but
You know, like Fruit Loops are every Fruit Loop, even though they're different colors, they're all the same flavor.
I know, but there's still a flavor, still an idea behind that Fruit Loop.
Yeah, so they just take that flavor and don't put it into cereal form. They just put it into Pop-Tart guts form.
I know, but it just seems like there's more to it because these are industrial food things.
I think you got to research this and update us on a part 2 here.
This isn't somebody with a pot in a kitchen. You know, this is somebody with a very large pot in a warehouse.
Sorry, I just got to read this. It's an article about trying different Pop-Tart flavors, and this one is trying the Fruit Loops flavor. And it says, at first guess based on scent alone, one thought she picked up notes of sunscreen, while another sensed lemon air freshener, and another compared it to the smell of hairspray. One taster even suggested the flavor could come in handy if you lost your sense of smell during COVID. This will help you get it back. So that's a ring endorsement for the Fruit Loop flavor Pop-Tart. Ooh, pretzel and salted caramel Pop-Tart. What?
No, that's not.
Sounds
Stop
fun.
it.
Sounds pretty cool.
I do not want to hear. We're going to have another episode where you're like, the thumbnail is, I'm sorry. And it's you being like,
apologizing for my actions, or
it's going to be you like 6 months clean, no pretzel, salted caramel Pop-Tarts.
It's like from what? I would try that one though.
I know you would. You would love it.
Is my point. I think we know all the flavors though. Like there's nothing else crazy. There's just sugar cookie Pop-Tart for Christmas. Red velvet Pop-Tarts. No one asked for that.
You like red velvet.
I like DK Donuts red velvet.
That is very good.
I'm not going anywhere else for that. Blue raspberry Pop-Tart. Sounds disgusting.
Blue raspberry is strange as a concept to me.
It's just not for us anymore. We've aged out, you know?
You age out of blue raspberry.
Yeah. There's a certain point where you can't just be walking around with a blue raspberry ring pop on your finger.
Is there a limoncello Pop-Tart?
No, it's not LaCroix. LaCroix crossover with Pop-Tart.
There should be. Do you think you're going to go into that grocery And you're going to get yourself a salted caramel pretzel Pop-Tart?
I think now that we've had this discussion, if I walk into the grocery store in the next like 2 days, where my memory will hold on to the recollection of saying any of these things, and I see it, then I'll be like, hey, fuck it, and I'll grab them.
I think you will.
And I'll probably heat it up and have like half of one of them and be like, I'm good actually. And then Brad will eat the rest of them over the course of the next month.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of curious for you to do it now.
What?
When we were
Try
talking
all the
about
Pop-Tart flavors?
Yeah, no, try that one specifically.
Oh, okay.
When we were talking about Apple Jacks, I did get that taste in my mouth, the Apple Jacks.
It was a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
They have Pop-Tart cereals?
Yeah, actually, because
Weird.
they started to do all that weird branching out of like the churro cereal, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Yeah. And there's like the Pop-Tart ones. Well, number one, I'd like to make a correction that Kellogg's doesn't make Pop-Tarts, but Post does, which is Kellogg's biggest competitor. Sorry, I'm just reading these. They first were called Country Squares. Oh, wait. Now it's like Post revealed Country Squares before they were ready for the marketplace, and then Kellogg was able to develop its version in 6 months. So they are Kellogg's. Initially called Fruit Scones, the name was soon changed to Pop-Tarts as a pun on the pop art movement. So Pop-Tarts are by Kellogg's, and they stole the idea from Post.
Wow.
So that's what's going on there.
I think it's crazy to hear that they got the name from the pop art movement.
Yeah, it's like nothing to, like, where do we go there?
It's
you
just
know?
so cool because, I mean, in the 60s, that was the thing.
Yeah. Andy Warhol was like, can we not? Leave me alone.
Wow. That's wild to think about. Now they have their branding is so cool. They got those little Pop-Tart people.
Oh, the mini ones or the little characters, like the M&Ms
The characters,
kind of?
the little characters.
Yeah.
So smart of them.
Well, back in the day, they had an anthropomorphic toaster as their mascot, and his name was Milton.
Let me see.
It's not a picture. It's just a Wikipedia article. I'm sorry. I can't show you Milton.
I bet he looked good, though.
He probably looked awesome.
I bet he was happy.
We love anthropomorphic mascots.
Yeah.
That brings us to the Keebler elves. They're not anthropomorphic. They just are.
They just are. That's correct. Do you have a favorite Keebler elf treat? Don't they make treats, I guess? They're
Yeah,
probably worker
they make
bees,
cookies.
right? Yeah. Do you have a favorite thing that they made?
Wait, then like you're just like, I guess they're treats. They're like worker bees. What was that thought? Like
Yeah.
what?
They're kind of just like, they work. They're little, they work. They're hard workers.
Yeah.
They work.
Yeah, they're making them. They're making them in the tree. They have different names. There's like a whole cast of Keebler elves. I forget. There's one that's named that puts the frosting on stuff. His name's like Bucket or something.
Oh my God.
It's like it's weird. I don't know.
I guess it's probably for efficiency is why they got those names.
Explain.
If Bucket is doing the frosting and you need to get Bucket's attention, they're doing a lot of product.
Yeah.
Think about how much product they're moving in that tree.
Do you know that it's the same bakery makes Girl Scout cookies as Keebler or those
Jesus.
cookies? That's why there's like the
And it's
grass.
3 of these elves?
I think there's like 7 at least. But the grasshoppers are Thin Mints, and they have like caramel delights or something, which is the coconut whatever on the Girl Scout thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all have like equivalents that are like just a little left of center to us with the Keebler elves because we're so used to Girl Scout cookies.
Do you have a favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I feel like probably Thin Mints.
Wow.
What?
For me, it's the peppermint or the peanut butter ones.
I feel like we've talked about this on the cookie episode, but
Oh yeah, we did a whole cookie episode.
yeah. But we left out Pepperidge Farms, which had people up in arms.
in
That
arms.
rhymed. People were upset that we skipped over Pepperidge Farms.
Do you even have a favorite Pepperidge Farm cookie?
Yeah, Brussels or Milanos.
What is a Brussels?
The ones that are like flat and they're crunchy. They're flat sandwich with the chocolate inside and they're crunchy. They're good.
You tend to like crunch sometimes.
I guess, yeah. Unless the cookies are homemade, then I want it to be soft. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the speculoos cookies.
Yeah, like
you'll
those.
eat those.
Yeah.
Num 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 num.
I like Tate's.
For me, that's a weird one.
I don't like soft bake store bought cookies.
Those are great.
Like Chips Ahoy soft.
Yeah.
Ugh. No.
I remember us talking about this on the.
Yeah, I don't like
and
that.
I got drug for it.
Back to Pepperidge Farms.
Well, back to Pop-Tarts is where we're at. You
Take
know
me
what
there.
I mean? Get me there.
Send it.
Do you think that we should do a Pop-Tart collab?
Like corn flavored Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
Honestly, a sweet corn flavored Pop-Tart probably would be good.
Sweet corn is great.
Yeah. We had those ice cream things that one time that were
They were
really
awesome.
good. Yeah.
I remember I used to eat, what are they called? The little fried corn fritter things, fried cornball things.
Cornballers.
No, they're not cornballers. That's not, you're thinking about the
cornballer.
you're thinking about the Fall of Jubilee where they had those.
No, I was thinking about Arrested Development, but
Oh, always money in the banana stand.
Yeah. I'm thinking of corn huskers and jammers, but if you're talking about,
I can't wait to get me a Husker and a jammer soon.
I'm going to go to the unclaimed corn bin. Anyway, corn fritters. That's just what they're called.
Yeah. I used to, those things, and they're a little sweet. They got corn in them. So good.
Hush puppies.
No.
No, I know they're different things.
Yeah, this is
Corn fritters are like a jumble of kernels with
Yeah.
dough on them.
Yes. It's really
it's just
good.
a vehicle for
Corn
the fried
nuggets.
dough.
That's it. Corn nuggets. That's
Sure.
what they're called. At Chicken Express, the Chicken E.
I don't know what that is.
It's this place in Texas. It's like a fast food chicken place.
Okay.
It's fucking great.
I don't know.
Chicken Express.
We'll have to go sometime when we definitely don't go to Texas.
We will not. Well, look. We talked about Pop-Tart. We talked about corn a little bit. I think we really covered all the bases here at Pop-Tarts. Are there any final thoughts that you have in regards to a Pop-Tart?
I like kind of want one now, but I know that it'll just be disappointing. You know?
Yeah.
It like kind of, it's not the same. Wait, I have an important final like question on here. When you approach a Pop-Tart, what angle do you come at? No. How do you eat it? Like, what's your method?
Take one out at the end of it, put the end in my mouth, and then just chew.
I take off all the crust on the outside.
Weird.
And then I break it in half, and then I eat one, whatever. But I get rid of all the crust first, so it's just filling. The crust is, I've been known to throw it away, in fact. It's frivolous.
Wow.
We don't need that here.
You do that a little bit, where you said this part of the thing isn't really that needed.
Yeah.
Don't get rid of it.
I don't care about it.
Yeah, I guess I might have done that as a kid, but I don't remember really.
Yeah. It's important. You know?
I think every time I had a Pop-Tart, I was always a little bit like, I didn't care.
So it's just so blasé.
know.
Are there any other foods that you like? Did the road trip back from Folsom, and kiss me deathly doll got combos, and her and I both do the same thing with the pretzel pizza flavored combos, where you chew off the outside pretzel, so it's just like the core, and then the last bite is that like tasty like
it's
moment.
kind of fun.
Yeah, so like I do that with several things where you eat the frivolous part, and then you come to the good part.
I don't really do that with anything. I hate to say it, but it's not really my like some people do that with the Reese's.
I do.
It's not my thing.
Yeah. Oh, you want to hear something insane? Yeah. On that note, Bethany was talking about, and Lily like agreed with it, and I was like, "What?" This is who I was in the car with on the way back from Folsom. That she'll get Nerds rope and eat the nerds off of the rope, like meticulously, like surgically eat the nerds off the rope, so it's just the like Twizzler inside or whatever the hell it is, and then eat that. And I'm like, "What the?" Like I was like, "Why?"
That's not.
It sounds awful.
First off,
Nerds rope, disgusting. Number one.
Can you think about an adult human going and buying a Nerds rope?
It's upsetting.
I'm just thinking about them in line buying that Nerds rope.
That's how I feel about any adults buying gummy candy, though. Because I don't like gummy candy.
Same.
Yeah.
I say to myself, Nerds rope?
Yeah.
You're going to spend $3 on that?
That's weird.
Wild.
And sit around and eat it where?
Where? Exactly.
Yeah. What are you doing?
It's so strange, you know? Like
you and your bag of gummy bears?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
You have bills to pay. You know what I mean?
I ate a Nerds rope once and I threw up immediately after.
That's strange.
I don't like gummy candy. It's like such a weird concentration of sugar.
And I'm trying to even thinking about eating all the nerds off the Nerds rope, which is the good part, and then only having that gross gummy.
It's weird.
It is.
Also, the whole point of the Nerds rope is the textural experience of the gummy and the nerds together. So, like,
and also one nerd doesn't make for a good bite. It needs to be like a handful.
Yeah, they pour the whole little box in your mouth. Trick or treat.
I did like nerds.
back in the
lot.
day. It was
But
like
I
that's like
wouldn't-
Pop Rocks. Like it's like an experience.
Yeah, I would never eat a Nerds now.
No,
Could you imagine that?
it's disgusting. Honestly, same with Pop Rocks. I would never eat Pop Rocks now.
No, absolutely not.
I went to speaking of futility and candy, the Ninja Turtle movie at the movie theaters.
A Ninja Turtle.
A Ninja Turtle. But they had special edition Ninja Turtle soda things that you could get, and it was just fucking soda with Pop Rocks poured in. And I was like, what's the goddamn point? Because like they're gonna like and then die in like 5 seconds before they hand it to you, if that's what's happening. Or maybe they're slushies. Either way, the Pop Rocks were irrelevant. I don't know why they were branded with that. I'm mad about it.
I went to see Barbie movie, and the person I was with got have you seen these soda machines at the AMC?
Yeah,
Oh,
the ones with the
Jesus.
the
She
smart
made
ones.
a vanilla cherry Coke, and
Yeah.
I was like, that's wild. I drank some of it.
That's it. It's a statement.
Yeah, but it's a big deal. You can't even, they don't even make it for you. You get to customize your little thing now.
Yeah, with all the syrups.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too much.
Last time I was at the AMC, a guy offered to draw tattoos for me. So
Well, on next episode, we're going to see those tattoos.
yep. I mean, I did get. We both got some. Should talk about that.
Oh, we should talk about that soon because we both get tattooed.
Yeah.
We didn't tattoo each other, though.
No, because we were too scared. I was too scared to tattoo people. Really.
Yeah, but we tattooed Lily.
There's no context in this right now.
All right, we're going to talk about this
We're
next
gonna
time.
move it on. Yeah.
But it is so important, everybody, to remember, and I want to stress this so much, that it's dire to remember that when you're shoved and then you get creamed,
It doesn't matter what kind of corn you are.
that's right. Just make sure that you are kind corn. All right, well,
Patreon.com/corporate.